They have won 3 of the last 4 national championships and 2 straight. But as Nick Saban likes to remind his teams each new season, that team hasn't won anything yet. But if they're to live up to the predictions and win another league title, the guy who's been around a while will play a big part.
Nobody on the offense pushes guys and expects more than I do. I mean, you can ask them at practice, especially during the summer. I'm like Coach Saban. I'm always yelling and stuff, so I'm sure they get tired of me.
Last year, Johnny Manziel and the Aggies took the SEC and the nation by storm. This year, Texas A&M won't be sneaking up on anyone, so they're anxious to prove last year was no fluke.
I guess there's a little more pressure. I mean, but as a competitor, I mean, you want a little pressure. You want to go against the best guys. You want people to think you're a good player. I mean, nothing wrong with that. We didn't reach our ultimate goal last year. You know, we want to win an SEC championship, and there's still a lot more work that has to be put in to be able to do that.
LSU beat Texas A&M last year and were in position to win the West until they fell to Alabama. Now with a defense that lost 8 players to the NFL, a heavy burden will fall on the offense and quarterback Zach Mettenberger.
You know, I'm going into everything knowing what to expect. Last year, a lot of ups and downs and learning. Not only just here at media day and knowing what to expect, but going in game 1. So a lot more just being comfortable with myself and the team.
Hugh Freeze and his Ole Miss Rebels were another SEC surprise last year, finishing 7-6 and winning a bowl game. But will 7-6 actually be a disappointment this time around?
No, it's not a failure. Would I be disappointed? I think that would be determined on how the 7-6 occurred. There's so many factors that you can't factor in regarding injuries and things that may occur that you have no control over. But would I be disappointed? I think it all depends on how that 7-6 unfolded.
Perhaps the surprise in the SEC preseason poll is that Auburn is in the 5th spot. Gus Malzahn returns to the school where he was the offensive coordinator on the Tigers' 2010 national championship team. The prospects when he returned to the Plains weren't quite as good.
It was probably a little bit low when we first got there. There's no doubt we probably had to do some doctor filling a little bit early. But what I told our guys is I said, hey, we're putting last year in the rearview mirror, and we're not going to look back. It's a new day. And I don't care why, how, whatever happened.
When you talk about SEC title contenders, you rarely think about Mississippi State. They have been to 3 straight bowl games and now are looking to take the next step. But if they're going to do that, it could be contingent on one guy, quarterback Tyler Russell.
He's the guy. I mean, he's our 5th-year senior quarterback, and he knows there's going to be a lot on his shoulder on this team. There's a lot of young guys at some younger positions across the field, and he's the guy we're going to count on to lead us through the course of the year.
A year ago, Arkansas's season was torpedoed before it even began. Bobby Petrino's departure and disgrace devolved into a Razorback season that ended 4-8. Enter Brett Bielema to turn the fortunes of the Hogs.
We're probably going to be picked towards the bottom, which is great by me, but I'm excited where we're going. I know our fans have been awesome. I've been calling it Razorback Red Bull since I got there. Everybody must drink it instead of coffee. Coffee sales must be down. Because everybody's really been very, very passionate everywhere I've been.
Making the division even more intriguing is the proven quarterbacks coming back, between the 2-time national champ in McCarron to the Heisman winner in Manziel, and all the way through Mettenberger, Wallace, and Russell, which means footballs will be flying in the normally defensive SEC West. Paul Boron for CST Tonight.